Hey, so I found this video. It's about Shamar Moore, which I love him. He's biracial, and here we go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we just have to pray, y'all. That's all I can say we can do. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, they're saying, honey, during these times, y'all, Hollywood actor Shamar Moore, y'all, he wants you to know that not only is he a proud black man, but he's also a proud white man. He said, I am half black and I am half white, but I'm proud to be black and I'm also proud to be white. He said, now I understand what it is to be treated like a Negro, but he used the other word when I don't have my fame and when I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time and nobody knows who I am, he said during a recent LA protest. He said, that's, honey, just a Negro in the street, he explained. And he went on to say that he's been thrown down on the sidewalk before, and he understands what it's been like. And he said he haven't gone through what George Floyd's situation, but he said he have not gone through that, but he said he do know what it is, and he said he's not going to denounce the other side of him because he's looking at humanity. Should he denounce being white because he look?
He's absolutely right. He sees it from like our perspective of like, dude, I see both sides of this, and although what happened to George Floyd was a crime, and I'm glad that officer is in prison, I'm not gonna hate my other side because I don't know if anyone else has went through this, but when George Floyd's unfortunate death happened, black people were like, oh, you need to pick a spot, you need to pick a side, but they were doing that because, like, again, I live in Baltimore. They were doing that when Freddie Gray died. And I was really young back then. And I'm just like, dude, I can't pick a side. Like, this is bad. But I know white people who've been killed by the cops. The cops as a whole needs to rebrand and, like, be retrained and everything. But you can't expect mixed people to just pick a side because this isn't just about race.
Black when he's in the public, or should he continue saying his mom, because his mama was white and his dad was of African descent and stuff? So, I mean, should he? I mean, because, people say when they see you, you got 1 ounce of black in you, you are considered as black, but he said he's not going to denounce the white side of it. Should he denounce it, or should he?
Well, he doesn't have to deny it, but I don't think being half white makes you not black. I mean, he has a white parent, but he's still a black man, period.
Yeah.
I hate when people say that. But I've noticed that they say that mostly with men, in my perspective. They always like, but he's still a black man. And I think that's Eva. And it's because she's married to a mixed man, but she wants to consider him black. He's not black. His mom was white. Just like Eva's husband's mom is white. You can't change those facts. Like, I'm sorry, you just can't.
But then he's not claiming his white side, though, and his white mama could feel offended.
Well, that's the thing about being black. We are mixed up with things we didn't choose. We came through the slave trade and was raped. So we're mixed with all kind of things. But that's what being black is of African descent.
Did somebody ask him that? Why he came out and said that?
Well, because I guess it's about George Floyd, I guess, and he just wanted to let people know that, he's still he's black and white. And Michael Jackson said it doesn't matter.
We know that.
He seemed like he said.
Unfortunately, he had to say something because people, regardless of if you're a good black person, you're not going to ask somebody who's mixed that or say anything to a mixed person. A lot of people will. They will, unfortunately. That's just like the reality of our lives. Like, people have no boundaries. They do not care. They feel entitled to tell us who we are, to tell us what we're not, everything. So like, I wish like more, good, decent black people who would understand, like, just because you wouldn't do this doesn't mean the rest of your community isn't doing this, and we're experiencing it all the time. Like, I worked at a job where every day these women were bringing up me being mixed, and I'm like, y'all are so much older than me. You would think you would know better and have some common decency, but you don't. But see, I'm mean, so I'm gonna say something back. Like, I'm gonna say something back. I don't care, but not everyone has that in them.
Too much, don't he?
We know that that's not the time. It's not a lot of things, man. It's just timing, and it's a lot of things that people want to say. But the question becomes: is it the right time to say that?
Sometimes it's okay to just be quiet.
It is.
Right.
Yes.
Well, because you bring a lot of heat to yourself. You have a right, but it's just right now. I don't know.
The color today is blossom. On the hand, you say blossom, and on the lunch, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today.
But thanks, guys. That's all for this video.